What's up, guys? Good morning. How you guys doing today? It's been a very long time since I last seen you guys. 4 months actually since we last worked on the 240. Today we're finally getting back into it, finally making some progress. As you guys know, I've been waiting on these motor mounts for 3 months now, and right now we're about to head down to Hexa Garage, pick up the motor mounts, finally slap those things on. Motor should sit a lot lower. With the motor sitting a lot lower, I will have enough clearance on my headers to get the exhaust made. Once the exhaust made, the car is sort of done. It'll be good to run. So I don't want to waste no time. Let's head over to Santa Rosa. But before we get to Santa Rosa, we're actually going to be picking up my grandpa. And my grandpa, he's out here from Uruguay. I'm from Uruguay. My whole family's from Uruguay. If you guys don't know, that's in South America. So he's out here visiting right now. He's going to come with us to Santa Rosa, and he's going to just help me work on the car all day long. He doesn't speak too much English, so we'll make it work. But yeah, let's get on the road, guys. Why is my grandpa bringing a backpack? What's in the backpack? Say hi to grandpa. Hi.
Oh.
Say hi. Say hi.
Hey.
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 Hey. Entra, abuelo.
Okay.
Entra means hop in or get in.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Finally made it over here to Hexa. A lot of noise going on right now, moving some cars around. The mounts are basically ready. They're just drying right now. He said he just sprayed some paint on them. But there, this SC, that sounds nice. A little 2J action. Look at those front brakes, god damn. What do you think?
What?
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't understand.
You don't. ¿Qué pensás?
Está todo muy bien. Estos motores para mí son muy grandes. Es demasiado. Mucha potencia. Mucho consumo de combustible.
So I asked him what he thinks, and he said all these motors are too much for him. That they're too big and too much gas consumption. Because basically where we're from in Uruguay, we don't have all these type of motors back there. There's no 2Js, there's no RBs. It's everything is like a 4-cylinder. Everything's like a 1.5 liter. 2.0 is like pushing it over there. So yeah, everything over here is like blowing his mind. But Gramps, he knows what's up with the cars. He used to work on them back in the day. So he's had his nice run. Imagine if like over here it was like that. Imagine if all we had was like 1.5 liters, 2.0s. Imagine if like V6, 3.5s, V8s, like, imagine if that was a lot to us. That'd be crazy. So this is one of George's personal builds right here, the 370 that they just finished doing. This, what is it, VR30? Twin turbo, the Q50, Q60. So he was saying this is actually from one of the Red Sport models. So this is the one that pushes the 400 horse. This SC right here is clean. I was telling you guys earlier, check out the brakes on this thing. Good lord. So just got the mounts. Here they are. Right off the bat, they look a lot more different than the eBay ones I had. So the eBay ones, you see how they come out and come down. The eBay ones, if I'm not mistaken, they actually come up this way and then down. So that's probably why with the eBay mounts, the motor sits more off to the passenger side and a lot more further back. And then these isolators right here, these are a lot smaller than the ones that I currently have. Ones I currently have, they're about that big and they're solid. I think they're hockey pucks. These are like polyurethane rubber. So this will actually make the car feel smoother, not as much engine vibration. So let's get home and start putting these on before it gets late. So we're here at O'Reilly now. About to pick up some paint so I can paint those motor mounts, since I wasn't able to get the black ones he had. Got them raw, so trying to see what color I can find. Was hoping I could find like a hot pink, but doesn't look like they have any hot pink. All right, so we're back at home now. I ended up just getting black paint. Like, they didn't have nothing nice. Like, they didn't have the hot pink I wanted. They had like the lime green, but that's not really my style. So I just went with black. I do plan on one day pulling this motor out and like repainting the whole engine bay, getting the whole car looking right. So whenever I do that, I'll just paint the motor mounts whatever color I want then. But yeah, you know, you guys know how the motor sits right now. Super high, super far back. So with these new motor mounts, it's gonna sit lower and it's gonna sit further forward. My only concern is that if you see down there, the sway bar, the clearance between the oil pan and the sway bar is not that much of clearance. To me, I would think it would hit, but George was telling me that there's no clearance issues right there. So I guess we're just gonna have to swap the mounts and see. But also what I was telling you about these isolators, if you look at the size of this one, it's like double the size of the one hex it gave me. So that's definitely how the motor's gonna sit lower. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and spray those mounts real quick, just so those could dry while we take this stuff off. And Grandpa's gonna help me along the way. So let's get into it. So I got the driver's side header off, and I banged down and shaved this piece right here. The reason why I did that is because with the new motor mounts, the motor's gonna sit more this way, lower, and more forward. So right here on the steering shaft, this thicker piece right here, once the motor comes more this way, it might have had a clearance issue. So I shaved it down just in case. And now I also have enough room to take off the 4 bolts, and we can go ahead and start lifting the motor up, loosening these up, and start the swap. Just gonna knock out the passenger side really quick. Both headers are off now, and I'm about to start heat wrapping them. So I have my roll of heat wrap right here. I got 2 rolls. Hopefully, I mean, it definitely should be enough. I've never worked with this stuff before. I have heard it's a little bit complicated because of the fiberglass that's in it. You know, you gotta wear gloves. They say it's easier if you wet this stuff when you apply it also. So I'm actually gonna start heat wrapping these. Hopefully that goes well. After they are heat wrapped, it should just be time to pull the motor up a little bit, jack it up, and remove the mounts. Progress on heat wrapping the first header. Grandpa getting down over here, swear. Best help. Been the best help, man. But yeah, just about done on this one. Just want to let you guys know, this heat wrap right here specifically I bought from Amazon. I do not recommend it. This thing sucks. You can see it's like tearing apart all over the place. I've been wearing gloves the whole time so I don't get all that fiberglass on my hands, and I know this is not the right type of gloves to wear for this, but it's all I had. The fiberglass is going through my hands. My hands and fingers are itching so crazy bad, and my grandpa's just over here, bare hands, no gloves, no problem. You're a strong man. Good. So yeah, that one's almost done. Then we just gotta wrap the driver's side, and look at Grandpa. He even already got this side motor mount on. I didn't even touch this side. This was all Gramps over here, so we just gotta tighten it up, and basically this side will be done. So real quick, want to show you guys the difference in the isolators. Really, this is the isolator that came with the hexa mounts that I showed you earlier, and then look at the size of the eBay one I had. So of course you put them side by side, this one's a lot bigger. If they can stay still, yeah, you see the difference in size right there. So that should be the difference in how much lower the motor sits, because we compared the actual mounts itself right here, and these mounts and the eBay mounts were relatively the same size. So this is what's going to make all the difference. Also, the headers, we got them heat wrapped. Amazon wrap, it was terrible quality, would not recommend. Just go and buy, you know, the expensive stuff, which is the good stuff. But yeah, we wrapped the headers, so once those mounts are in, we'll toss the headers in and we should be good. So I just want to update you guys real quick on what's going on. We got stuck basically, so we put both the hexa mounts on and the motor basically sat the exact same way, didn't sit any lower, still sat just as far back. I just started messing around with stuff, so I put my driver's side, I put a hex mount. No, other way. My driver's side, I put the eBay mount I had. The passenger side, I put the hex mount. And we did that. The motor actually did sit a lot lower, and I was able to fit the hood without any hood spacers. The only downfall of that was that the motor all the way down here, it was hitting on the subframe. So right now what we're doing is we're trying to do the eBay mounts, but with the hexa isolators, which are a lot smaller. Gonna see if that works. It's starting to get dark outside, so hopefully we can finish this up in a little bit. If not, we'll just have to finish it another day. My bad that I didn't update you guys yesterday at the end of the night. It got pretty late. It got super dark. We were actually out here until 10:30 at night. We started working at about noon, so about 10.5 hours out here yesterday. It was a very long, hectic day. We took off and put back on the motor mounts honestly 4 or 5 times when going through different setups. Earlier in the video I had said we had put the hexa mounts on and the motor was sitting in the same spot, and then we had done like a one side hexa, one side eBay, and it was sitting better, but it was like hitting the subframe. So what we actually ended up doing is I ended up reusing my old eBay mounts. I just used the Hexa Garage isolators, and that actually worked pretty well for me. This is what we're at right now. So it is sitting a lot lower than what it used to be sitting at. You can see right there. Beforehand it was probably to about here in height, so it definitely is a lot lower, and it is further forward as well. There's a little bit more room back there. And then as you can see, before I wasn't able to do this, I wasn't able to put the hood all the way back because it would hit the windshield on that corner right over there. But now you know, I can sit this all the way back, and when we close it, I don't have no spacers right now on the hood. I do have to adjust it right now. It is misaligned, but as you can see, it clears with no hood spacers. So that is super dope. Very happy about that. It was a long day, very hectic, very tiring, but we got it done, and now we're just one step closer to having the car completely finished. I'm gonna go get the exhaust made pretty soon. Oh yeah, and also forgot to show you about that. I do have really good clearance on the headers from the firewall, so we will be able to get the exhaust made, which was the main concern. But yeah, all that will be done soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know, just hit it with a big like, comment something if you want, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until the next video, guys, peace out.